Hi, Trabzonspor. It's Aussie Villain. Yeah, I know we play you in the Champions League. That's actually why I'm calling. Yeah, well, I mean, I assume you saw what we did to Galatasaray last season. Yeah, so I was giving you the chance to concede and save us the long trip. No? Alright, you brought this upon yourselves. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 15, Episode 3 here at H&W Welders on the Impossible Dream as we try and win the Champions League with our Northern Irish club. And today, I mean, in a way, it's our two biggest games of the Champions League because it's Trabzonspor home and away. Two games we have to win. A, to make sure we get into the Europa League, but B, if we're any chance of overcoming either Arsenal or Barcelona and getting out of the group and staying in the Champions League, we have to take 6 points from these guys. There's no way around it. Now, of course, last season we played Galatasaray, put 11 past them in a single game. So let's hope something like that continues here. Now, there is one thing to catch you up on, and that is an injury to Michael Sims. One thing to catch up on off the field anyway. He has done himself a hernia, so it's 2 to 3 weeks. He's already been out for about 2 weeks. He was disappointing last episode in Europe, let's be honest. And, well, this isn't going to help him settling in at all, but we'll deal with it. You know, we'll deal with it as best we can, and yeah, he is missing for this episode anyway. So that is that. Now, there is some things to catch you up on the field as well. Now, the first game that we have to catch you up on was a big one in the league. We've got off to an inconsistent start. We find ourselves third in the Premiership, and we're facing Linfield, who are top. Let's see how it went. We took the lead when Octavio's clearance found McKay. And it was 2 in 2 minutes when Kavanagh crossed for McKay to get his second. Our fantastic team goal just after half-time made it 3-0 and completed McKay's hat-trick. Linfield pulled one back. Before De Lauro completed the scoring. So a very good team performance from us this one. It was essentially the team that played against Barcelona. So yeah, we went with a strong team and we got a really strong result, really strong performance. And we needed that because if we'd lost to them, it would have been almost panic stations, to be honest. And even just drawing them at home would have meant that obviously that we still would have been second. But that's really strengthens our place in the league. And of course, former player Fred Simpson kindly got himself sent off in stoppage time as well, which was nice of him. Next up, it was not the league, it was the League Cup. We had Cliftonville, their second-tier side. Let's see how it went. Miss Kelly was on hand to give us the lead just before half-time. Napoleon played in Turpy to make it 2-0. Before Sorry crossed for Brady to get out third. Napoleon made it 4-0. And Ozioma picked out Turpy's run for our fifth. Before Napoleon got our sixth in stoppage time. So a strange game, this one. I mean, pretty much all the goals came in the second half, near enough. I mean, we scored just before halftime to go in front. Napoleon we played a 10, absolutely superb. Turpy got himself a double as well, but it was, I mean, second-tier opposition, yes, but a very good performance from us nonetheless. And in the quarterfinals, we have Dungannon next, so we'll be facing a Premier League team in that one. Next up, it was the Caramel Wafer Cup. We were playing Welsh opposition in Bangor City, so let's see how that went. Napoleon put us in front. McCracken headed into Kamani's path to make it 2-0 in stoppage time. Before the ball broke for Napoleon to get his second before the final whistle. Well, the final score doesn't flatter us despite 2 of the goals coming in stoppage time. We were the better team, obviously, with 1-0. It's always a little bit nervy. You can see they only had 1 shot throughout. We did dominate the game. So yeah, it was always relatively comfortable, but yeah, 3-0 is not undeserved, to be honest. And we have got, who have we got next in this? We've got Livingston next up in this one. I think they're a championship team in the Scottish League. Now we have another cup, well actually, to be correct, a shield. We are playing Mayola Park, I think it was. I think that was the name, but Mayola, I think it's Mayola. Anyway, that's beside the point. So let's see how we did against, again, lower league opposition. Turpy gave us the lead. And it was 2-0 when Maguire's shot went through the goalkeeper. We scored a third on the hour mark when Bittner produced a spectacular finish for his first Welders goal. before up Richard, cross for Bittner to get his second moments later. So again, low league opposition, we're just too good for them. It was good to see Bittner. We've been trying to ease him into fitness coming into the European games. And, well, that first goal was something else. And what about the penalty from Gary Turpie? I think it's the first time he's taken a penalty, certainly outside of a shootout. Absolutely roofed it. Unstoppable. Wonderful stuff. And we have in the semi-final of the Antrim Shield, we have Linfield up next. So that'll be a tough one for us if we are to get to the final. Good to see young Dolan coming off the bench and playing well as well. Last game to catch you up on for now. It is in the league against Portadown. They always give us a tough game. Let's see how we went. Napoleon found McCracken to open the scoring. And it was Napoleon again with the assist for our second, this time for McDade. Before a third assist and a second McCracken goal sealed the points in the second half. And to think I almost sold Napoleon this summer. He is a wonderful player for us. He just keeps producing a 9.1, following on from his 10. Very good performance. Shane Moreau over there on the right-hand side didn't have his greatest game, but everybody else more or less was spectacular, and McCracken with a double there was good to see. And in the opposition lineup, we saw Joseph Akisian, of course, who came through our academy, named after a Patreon supporter. He's found himself a home, and he's played twice in Europe, did a good job, and he's settling in nicely, it looks like, to life at Portadown, which is good to see. But that is everything caught up on. You can see it's an interesting title race. There are 5 teams within 4 points. Now, Coleraine and Dungannon, who are obviously the outsiders of the 5, have played a game more. But still, they're in the conversation there, which is good to see. We're equal games played with Linfield and Larne. A point behind Larne, 2 points ahead of Linfield now. And we do have Larne coming up to play actually before this episode ends. In between these 2 games, I believe we're playing Larne. So that'll be an interesting game as well. But we are here for Europe. Trabzonspor it is. And let's go see what we're doing against the Turks. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation. We're expecting them to play Catenaccio against us. Just sit back and try and be hard to beat. So that is that's why we've picked the team we've picked, basically. So it's Young in goal. It's Surgeon, Octavio, McGurk and Kavanagh as the back 4. Kamani and Thompson in midfield even. Bittner, Armstrong and McKay. We're going with Fitzpatrick up top as a target man. If they want to sit back, then we're going to stick him in up there with a good jumping reach and heading. But what he also has is on support. He should be able to hold the ball up for us. He's got vision. He's got passing. He's got a little bit of flair in there as well. I think he could be... He is a good player. He is a good player. He's not going to get any better. He's 25. He is a good player. We just need to really figure out how to unlock him, and I think he could do wonders for us. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. It looks like they've come out a little bit different to what we were expecting, a 4-4-1-1. So that sort of plays into the Catenaccio style we're expecting from them, doesn't it? Enjoy the match. Show me what you can do. This is a game that we should win, and I think we need to go out there with that. None of this, no pressure. We have to win this game, and if we don't win it, we certainly cannot afford to lose it. If we get 4 points from this, then that should of this episode, not just obviously we can't get 4 points from this game, but that should be enough then to make sure that. Look at the bench. I've left Weather up on the bench. Well, let's hope that Kavanagh doesn't get injured, because otherwise it's Weather up playing right back, and I didn't mean to do that. Oh, now I'm nervous. We're going to have something happen to Kavanagh. We'll worry about that if and when it happens. If we can get 4 points out of this episode against Trabzonspor, that should be enough to make sure that we're going to get through, because they would then have to take 5 points, which means either drawing the Arsenal and Barcelona or beating one of them, and assuming we don't get anything else. So, oh, come on, you don't get yourself sent off, mate. And, so you'd think that's unlikely. So 4 points should guarantee us, or essentially guarantee us, Europa League football. Surgeon goes over the top, looking for McKay. We're keeping the pressure on them here. Can we stop them from playing out? Kamani gets it to Armstrong. It's here for Bittner. He's a little bit of a live wire for us. Can he get a cross in? He can't. Well, he can, but it's blocked. He does keep possession, though, for Thompson. Thompson gets the cross in. It's down. It's in there, and it's Jailani Fitzpatrick with a 3rd goal of the Champions League. And is he going to be this season's Venton holder? We're 1-0 up after 5 minutes. It's a wonderful start in Turkey. And, well, Bittner did well. But it was Thompson in the end, I think, wasn't it, with the cross? And McKay knocks it down, and Giuliani Fitzpatrick is there to smack it home. And it's 1-0 to the Welders. A wonderful start. Kamani on a booking is making me nervous. Kamani hasn't been in the greatest form. The game he got the go with Bittner. It's back there for Kamani. Can he make me eat my words? Please do, mate. Kamani. Wide there for Surgeon on the overlapping run, and Surgeon's hit the top of the crossbar. Yeah, the game he got a goal in, he did well. He had a good match rating in that one, but other than that, he's really not played too well. Fitzpatrick slides the ball through for Bittner. Back for Kavanagh. Kavanagh for Thompson, for Bittner. Thompson. Kamani! Oh, it's ricocheted in, and then it's Anthony Armstrong. And it's 2-0 after 21 minutes. This is going very, very nicely indeed. Thank you very much. 2-0 in Turkey. And what has happened here? Oh, it's bounced off everybody. The shot, I'm not sure if it went from Fitzpatrick to the defender or straight onto the defender, but the defender has then ricocheted onto Armstrong, and everybody's managed to stay on side as well, which is impressive. And it's 2-0. And Armstrong knew absolutely nothing about that. But that doesn't matter, does it? All right, can we get a third? Armstrong with a corner. It's in there. It's bouncing around again, and Thompson's shot is blocked. Fitzpatrick will pick it up. We really want him in the middle. Oh, he's delivered a wonderful cross, and Bittner has drawn out quite fantastic save out of the goalkeeper. Armstrong now to take it from the other side. Another good ball in. McGurk is there, and it goes just over from Ross McGurk. And we have another highlight. Half an hour played. Surgeon can't keep possession or win possession for us there. Octavio is really out of position. And Kamani drops in nicely, wins it back. Forward for McKay. McKay goes on a run. He's got players with him. He goes himself. It's again blocked and bouncing around. Kavanagh picks up the clearance, and we come forward again. I tell you what, they look very similar to Galatasaray last season. There's a cracking ball. Oh, there's a penalty. Giuliani Fitzpatrick is there, though. And it is a second goal of the game. And he is this season's Fenton holder, isn't he? But this time he's ours. There's no taking him away. I did on the Discord, there's a link to the Discord, I know I say it all the time, there's a link to the Discord in the description if you're not on there already. I did post it, I think during the summer transfer special, or was it yesterday's episode. I kept trying to get Fenton Holder back. He ended up going on loan to Lille, I think it was. To Lille from Lyon. Or was it the other way around? Anyway, that's where he went. I kept trying to get him in. I offered loan, I offered permanent. He just didn't want to come back. And I think, unfortunately, the reason for that is, and it's, I get it, but I wish you could kind of talk them into your reasoning. The reason is, of course, he didn't play in the league, basically. He didn't play enough games. But as you guys know, I really want to try and keep those, the stars, they're the really big, important players for us. I want to keep them fresh for Europe and just make sure that they're match sharp. And that's why he wasn't playing in the league. And Fitzpatrick has another go. But ultimately, I think it probably cost us not having him permanently, which is a shame. Or even back on loan this year, but we'll live and learn on that front. Yeah, I mean, if I could have guaranteed getting him back, maybe I would have done things differently, but we brought him in to play in Europe for us, and he did that brilliantly. There's another one for Fitzpatrick, and it's just past the post. Let's see if we can go on with this in the second half now. Just look at the bench. McCracken, Surik, De Lauro, Oliveira, not so much Weather Up. But it wasn't that many seasons ago. All of those guys would have pretty much walked into our starting 11. We really have got a nice squad together. And they're all young as well, which is great. It's almost a shame the new football manager's coming out. Bittner on a run, and that is, well, less said about that, the better, to be honest. I'm wondering at 3-0, although if Kamani was to get a sending off, he would only miss the next game against Trabzonspor, wouldn't he? Which is fine, because we could bring De Lauro in for that, and we wouldn't miss too much. But it looks like it's going to be another one of these games where we got it done in the first half, second half ticks by, but 3-0 is a wonderful, wonderful result for us in Turkey. And we'll get them back to Windsor Park and see what we can do to them there. Bittner comes forward. Can we get a fourth before the full-time whistle? No, he's lost out there. Thompson comes across to try and win it back. Salt has it. Thompson does win it back. Bittner kind of trips over it. But he finds Fitzpatrick. It's there for Armstrong. Armstrong, he's got the runner of McKay. McKay's in, and McKay cannot find the finish. He's had some good chances in Europe this season, and he's not taking them. And arguably, it cost us a point, maybe more, against Barcelona last time. So, McKay, if you could find your goal-scoring boots in Europe, mate, that would be spectacular. He did get a hat-trick against Linfield, so we'll let him off. He's done well there as well, turned into space. Armstrong's getting forward. Armstrong's taking up some good positions, but it's going to be a corner kick, and there is about 30, well, less than that now, 15 seconds to play. This is probably the last action of the game. It's headed away. It wasn't the best corner, to be honest. There was no one there for us. Kamani, just don't get yourself sent off, please, mate. And he's going to get his... No, he doesn't. So there we go. We've got a huge win away from home. We've absolutely dominated the game. And, well, I think we can say we're very pleased with that. So we did have the early kickoff, so we'll see what happened in the other game. I think, and I said this last episode, but the fact we play Arsenal at home and Barcelona away, I think what we would like is Barcelona to do the double over Arsenal, so then when we get them back to Windsor Park, there's really something to play for there. I tell you what, the kids haven't let us down either. 8-0 over Trabzonspor. Zach Dolan with 4, and Weir, one of the youngsters, with 3. Wonderful stuff from the kids. It's their first win of the competitions, but that is very, very nicely done indeed. So we can see all the ins and outs there. We'll just wait and see what happens in the other game. So the other game has finished 1-1, which isn't terrible, but in a way it just might leave them both out of reach for us because they're both on 7 points now. We will hopefully get to 6 points. One of them is... Yeah, it might actually be the worst result we could have. We're going to have to get something from one of them. We knew that anyway. Anyway, wait right there. I'm going to play through a few games, and then we'll be back for the home tie against Trabzonspor. Okay, welcome back. Now, we have made a signing for January, another signing for January. It is McDade 2.0. The scouts found this guy, Liam McDade, playing in... I think it's Slovakia, isn't it? It is. Where's the team name here? It's one of those ones I'm never going to be able to say. But anyway, we've signed him 275 grand, a few add-ons as well. 1.5 grand a week as a fringe player. All the other ins and outs of his contract are there. Let's have a look at him. And, well, as I said, he's Northern Irish. He's playing at Rosenborg, I am going to guess. And he could be quite good. He could be quite good. You can see the scouts like him, rate him 81. And, well, he's going to be signing as a striker. And, yeah, well, I mean, McDade, number 1, isn't that old. But this guy is very, very quick. Got good finishing, decent composure, very good flair as well. He could be useful. He's one of these. If it works out, it's fantastic. If it doesn't, we'll sell him on for a profit, I'm sure. So, yeah, really, really pleased to get him across the line. And he's been playing in the Slovakian top flight and scoring goals. So, you know, can he make the step up? We're going to find out, but I see no reason why he can't, and he's Northern Irish, so he may become nation-trained. I don't think he will. I think if they're Northern Irish, they should be nation-trained, shouldn't they? Anyway, that's beside the point. There's some games to catch you up on in between the two Trabzonspor games, all in the league. The first one against Crusaders, so let's go check in on that. McDade gave us the lead, and Ordonez's first for the club made it 2-0. Before De Lauro smashed in a third before half-time. Miss Kelly made it 4-0. And Brady crossed for McDade to complete the scoring. So it somewhat goes without saying that we were too good in this one again. We played very well. McDade with a goal. Ordonez with his first for the club was good to see. The De Lauro strike was quite a good one, wasn't it? And I think that was the good one anyway. Or was that one of the games beforehand? Anyway, we're scoring too many goals. I can't keep track of them all. It was comfortable. It was exactly what you'd like to see. And next up, it was a big one because we played Larne. The only goal came early when McCracken finished some good passing. So, yeah, I mean, this Larne side, they are increasingly becoming a team that's just difficult to break down. But again, you can see from the XG tracker, we were the better team. We had 22 shots to their 3. We just... we just struggled to break them down. But it was a nice goal, the one we scored. McCracken took it well. And that's a big win for the league at home as well. So we really didn't want to be dropping points at home at all. Now, next up, it was Ballina Malard. Now, of course, on the opening game of the season, we beat them 9-0. Let's see if we could double that dose for them. Moreau crossed for Surik to give us the lead. Surik was then the provider as he knocked the ball down to Napoleon. And it was Surik and Napoleon again to make it 3-0. McDade got our fourth before a curling Miss Kelly wonder strike made it 5-0 at half-time. Sirok was assisting again for McDade to get our sixth before he completed his hat-trick. And then added an eighth. Sirok's second made it 9-0. And his hat-trick goal made it 10. Before Miss Kelly's second ended the scoring. Oh, poor Ballina Malard. 20 goals we have put past them in 2 games now. And, I mean, everything was going in. Even McDade's missed penalty went in. We had 3 10s. I don't think I've ever had 3 10s in a game before. I mean, there's no point saying too much about it because it was absolute domination. 46 shots. That's a shot roughly every 2 minutes. To 0. It was not a competitive game of football. Well, let's see what that does for the league table. We're back top. Goal difference is 45. And, well, that's looking quite good. Poor Ballina Malard. -3. Not -43, their goal difference. And they've scored 3 points all season. It's going to be a long one for them, I suspect. But we are playing Trabzonspor, and let's hope it's going to be a long afternoon for them as well. We can see it's Arsenal hosting Barcelona in the other game in our group. And this is what we are doing here. So we don't know what to expect. That's what we said last time, and they were different. But this is a team we're sending out. It's more or less the same 11 that won in Turkey. So Young in goal, Oliveira. Oliveira's in because we've injured Surgeon. Did that happen before, after last game? I think it may have. So it's Oliveira in for Surgeon with Octavio, with McGurk and Kavanagh as the rest of the back four. It's Kamani and Thompson, Bittner, Armstrong and McKay. Fitzpatrick goes up top again. And, well, let's see if we can run riot against the Turks. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. It looks roughly like it's the same team for them, though they are more attacking in this one. It's sort of the formation we were expecting in the first one. They've won 4. Let's pile on the misery. All right, let's go with pile on the misery, and let's hope we do actually pile on the misery here. It's always tough, isn't it? It's a brand new game. We're starting at 0-0 again, and it's almost and no one shows up again. Everyone's come dressed as empty seats. It's a double dangerous game because we've won comfortably in Turkey, and we've also just put 11 past Ballina Malard. So if there was ever a game that complacency could set in, this is the one, and we have to win. We have to win if we are any chance of getting out of the group. And you never know, maybe we could take something off we'd have to beat Arsenal, but we could maybe beat them at home. We certainly came 4-2, I think, flattered them in that one. I think it was a bit of a closer game than that. They scored sort of 3 at once almost, didn't they, after half-time? So there is maybe some optimism that we could get a result against them at home. Could we take something off Barcelona away? I mean, we'll go there and we'll do our best, but you wouldn't be betting the house on it, would you? But if we could get an opening goal here, I would start to feel a little bit more comfortable. Kavanagh out there on that right-hand side. McGurk. We're just getting boxed in a little bit, aren't we? Kamani, Armstrong, they're trying to work some space, but we've eventually found it. Bittner's in behind. Bittner crosses it for Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick belts it in, and it is a 5th goal for him, and they've all come in the Champions League. And he is this season's holder, isn't he? Venton Hu. And nice ball there to find Bittner. I tell you what, he takes the first touch and settles himself, and somehow, I don't know how he gets away with it. You'd think that the touch would give the defenders enough time to get back at him, but it just doesn't seem to be an issue for him. Young has claimed that corner well. Gets it forward early for Bittner. He's looking very much like a decent signing. He's done brilliantly to get into the penalty area there. It's found its way in. It's going to be an own goal. Bittner has done brilliantly. Can an own goal featuring goal of the season? He has done superbly there. It's such a shame. We almost, remember in the summer transfer, was it the summer transfer special or the one after that? We almost, yeah, it is an own goal. We had a deal, agreed a fee with Leverkusen. We've offered him a contract, which he accepted. And then Leverkusen must have come back at him with something better because he signed the deal with them. And so instead of being with us permanently, we ended up managing, obviously, to get him in on loan. But he could have been another one of these guys that... Oh, it's a wonderful ball through for Armstrong, but the goalkeeper does just enough. He could have been one of these guys that... that we get in permanently. We don't have to worry about them playing well for... We have had it so many times, haven't we? They play well for us. If we can see Bittner again there. Very, very dangerous. Very pacey. Crossing, dribbling is not too bad, and he's young as well. He's one of these now that we will obviously try and sign him permanently if he continues to play like he has been. But the issue is very much going to be... And Trabzonspor pull one back, and suddenly it's 2-1. And we've just got to be a little bit careful here that we do actually get the 3 points. I was saying something about Bittner, I think. I forget what it was, though. Kavanagh just didn't quite stay with him, did he? Decent effort from Young to get across there, but he just wasn't going to quite reach that, was he? So there we go, 2-1. They've scored half their shots, which is always frustrating. Bittner can't quite get to that, but Kavanagh picks up the loose ball. Kavanagh comes forward. Is Bittner going to make a run? Eventually, you think he will. There he does. He does make a Bittner. His shot is saved. It comes back to him. Bittner for Fitzpatrick for McKay. McKay, he just can't score in Europe, but I tell you who can. It's Jelani Fitzpatrick. It's a 6 now in the Champions League, a second on the night. Our lead is back out to 2, and it was a pinball in there, wasn't it? It was bouncing around, and eventually Fitzpatrick just ended the conversation. And it is 3-1. We've got our 2-goal lead back. And let's hope we can go in. Arsenal is beating Barcelona 2-0. That is not the result we wanted, because that basically means we're a point behind Barcelona. They're the team we're going to have to try and overtake to get out of the group and stay in the Champions League. This result, if it holds, will guarantee us Europa League football, because even somehow, if Trabzonspor managed to win both their last 2 games against Arsenal and Barcelona, obviously, and we were to lose both of ours, they would only get to 6 points, and we already have the head-to-head over them. So this guarantees us Europa League football, which was the minimum requirement. And, well, it looks as though there's going to be that. And then it's a case of, how far can we go in the Europa League? Last season, I'll be honest, I thought we were going to win it. I really, really did. Didn't say that to you, obviously, on camera, but I thought we were going to win it. And I still don't understand completely what happened against Wolves. We just never showed up. And it was just a very, very disappointing thing. It's not going to be the 11 goals we put past Galatasaray, but we'll take 3, won't we? That's enough. That'll get us the win. 2 more from Fitzpatrick, and we are going to be in Europe after Christmas. We've done enough there, haven't we? Good win, boys. So Arsenal have beaten Barcelona, and, well, next episode we are going to have to go to Barcelona and win, because a draw's not going to be enough, because they beat us, didn't they? So we have to go there and win. So it's all gone maybe ever so slightly wrong. We've got 850 grand as part of the Jacob Gil deal. He has gone off to... it's a bit of a shame we never really got to see him, did we? But we made a good profit off of him. And I mean, he scored in Serie A. He's scoring in Serie B. So he was a good player. We just never got to see it, unfortunately. But Fitzpatrick, there's something we have got to see. I was really concerned after the first couple of times we saw him. But as a target man on support, he's got everything else. Then I love him. He's a really... I thought he would be a good signing for us. And he's proving to be that. But guys, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time to, in all likelihood, end our Champions League campaign. Can we produce a miracle? Arsenal at home. We'll have to win that. And then it could all come down to Barcelona away. you just can't see Trabzonspor doing us a favour, can you? So we're going to have to basically win our last 2 games, I think. Or win and a draw. If we beat Arsenal, a draw will be okay against Barcelona. And if we beat Barcelona... No, we'll have to win them both. Well, anyway, we'll figure it out when we get there. That's all for next time, guys. Take care.